It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Right down the middle. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to run it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right back to it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. That last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Found a save. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Give to the running back. The pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Brady. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
It's complete! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. got the first down and more. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Briggs. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Going for the big play. Snags it on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Second down.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Finding an escape route. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Briggs.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going to swing it on second down. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Using his feet to buy time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Will stop with his timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners backing off a bit. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is
turning it on. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Oh, and you hear the stadium erupting. This crowd at home, they're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play, and they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job on the scramble, outstanding individual effort, and just the decibel level in this place has just gone up, it feels like, tenfold.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
To the air on second down. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by just 1 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. That's caught. It's Bray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. This one's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Gray. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Vega. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the give off the left side. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's late. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Brings up
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. Touchdown Bears! They move on top here in the 4th. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys. We promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think
Loose in the middle. The 50. The 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
this guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move, it's Jackson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because when you score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And the offense must have seen something they like on this play because you're trying to get a first down, just third down and medium type range. But, man, they take a shot down the field. Great discipline by the defense. Nice job taking away the deep ball.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Grabbed over the middle, it's good. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game. But you turn it over, and there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to pass, a clock an enemy. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. quarterback adapted. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Gets it out quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just not the possession they wanted, man. They just struggled. They couldn't put anything together. They forced the field goal unit on, and then he misses. Now all the other side needs is a field goal. They get a field goal, and this game's over.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.